The Yellow Brick Road. This video does not reflect the actual views of real people. These are actors playing a role to entertain audiences. No persons or animals were harmed in the making of this video. Gosh, I love YouTube and I love Google.
I think what we've seen is that working class Americans want a clear champion, and there is nothing radical about moral clarity in 2018.
And blah, blah, blah. So in a shocking upset, and the camera's up here, in a shocking upset, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez beat Joe Crowley in a New York
fist fight.
New York underground
Bare knuckle
primary, no holds bar fist fight.
I'm just say, you know, I'm looking at the laptop. It's not like I'm looking down. You know what I mean? It's like, how wrong does that look? Look at the laptop. Look, see it? She's like this. She's like, and I'm over here like.
That guy to his right is that's the son of Sam right there. See the guy in the red shirt? He's time traveling. Alright, so if you listen to our other videos, you'll find out that I really don't give a shit about politics. I do, but I don't. I care more about how people speak about or their behavior surrounding politics, which is why I have Jill Stein mentioned in this video too, if she's in the title of it. This Cortez winning was
spectacular.
It's interesting because it's what they call progressive beating the hardlined Democratic Party member.
Right.
I'm with her crowd, like full support of Hillary Clinton, regardless of not her opponent that she beat, the one she wasn't supposed to beat.
Okay.
The guy who didn't bother to show up to debates.
Really?
I think he had like an assistant fill in for him.
And what a bitch.
And then he lost. It's like,
you know, it's like ALCS game 1. Batting fourth is Chris Bryant. What? My bad, not NLCS. What? Where is he? Oh, I'm his friend. He's tired, so. Bottom of the ninth comes in. Just strikeout.
I hope. So, her policies, or what she wants to be policy for the country and for her state and stuff, I believe are strictly progressive values. Think of like Medicare.
Progressive values.
But actually, not like Clinton, who's like,
I raised my voice for lack of charisma.
I'll get more votes if I say this type thing.
Yeah.
I think she actually believes in implementing something like Medicare for all. You know, single payer healthcare.
As it looks like when people just clap. See, I have no idea what you meant, but. Oh, relax. I'm afraid that since these ideas are being thrown out there now, I'm like, when will she be taken care of?
I think she's a little too small of like. She's not representing all of New York. She's just representing like a portion.
Hey man, Queens is loud.
District. So yeah, this So yeah, the single payer, Medicare for all type stuff. Probably advocating for a free college.
I know somebody that wanted that.
Yeah, a lot of her stuff probably aligns with Bernie Sanders.
He's a sellout. Right.
Yeah, I hope she's better than Bernie Sanders. As in, she won't bend the knee when her political career is, threatened.
Or here,
I can't win next year unless I bow down to Hillary Clinton now.
He's in the bathroom. He's like, looking at my system right now so I can go out there and talk to people. This is all an act. I'm a very hypermobile gentleman. He's a gymnast in real life.
Puts on an act for people.
He does. Here's the thing. I heard he allegedly got threatened, but I don't know.
You're going conspiracy.
It is a conspiracy. Me calling him a sellout's a conspiracy too.
I don't mean I need to defend the definition of conspiracy. I mean like weird ideas that are obscure to normal society.
Whatever. Normal. There's such a thing.
Yeah, this is all interesting because this is a baby learning to walk. I still think it's like baby tactics, but it's still, at least they're moving towards walking. Now the running would be when the whole fucking nation's like
threatened.
When they're like, no more with these two-party dynamics with voting or people we want to lead us. Let's have actual real people without.
Right when that happens, you're gonna see the guys with the money. They're gonna dress up like normal people. You should have 4 parties. 2 of the same ones. Give all your money to this guy over there on the billboard. Yeah, let's do that. What's up the stairs? Yes, I will help you people. Yes. And then, it's like the shit in the back there. And the back winds up. It's like. I hope it doesn't do that.
I'm hoping it's.
I hope this is like a bright thing.
I'm hoping it's what she says. Politics with a moral base.
She said that?
The movement is morality. Yes,
really?
She brought up morals, yes. As in, that's the bottom line. As in, you can be an ignoramus about economics, but as long as you have that moral base and moral core, it's like, oh, I can go find an economist, and they can explain it to me, and I can tell them whether this works in a moral way or not. That should be your baseline. That should be your baseline with politicians.
It's like a council.
Yeah, that should be your baseline with politicians. It should be morality first, and then you can go off into policy. Have a core, have something there. Like the video I did yesterday, I'm like, these guys are like empty shells that are just listening to constituents, rather than
it's like
I have a moral stance in the world on the world, and then I'm going to go from there. Yes, I'm going to listen to your ideas, but I'm going to lead the way from here, from the moral core.
I care about you, all of you. Beep, boop, boop, beep, bop. Run for me, and you will be happy. You'll never be sad.
Yeah.
No, this will never happen again. It's like, now you're lying. Anyway, yeah, I'm very excited for that, as far as the whole morality thing.
Yeah.
Now she's a sellout. Oh boy.
I don't think she will be.
I hope not.
I mean, it could happen if she gets really isolated. Like, let's say,
imagine this.
She's the only progressive in New York. The rest are just strictly Democrats and Republicans.
It's called being a champion.
And it's like, well, yeah.
That's what I meant. It's
but
like, you jump in those waters, you better be able to swim, my friend.
I think she brings up the word champion too. Not that it correlates with what you or I might mean by that. Who cares? The country is a dumpster fire, and the Dems are just talking the same shit. Yeah, but you want something to counteract that. See, I throw Democrats and Republicans, and they're just one pile of. They're basically like the same ideology, but with a different look of it. Mm. One's a smiling face and one's a sad face. They're just the same thing, though.
So you're saying they're bitches?
I'm saying all their agendas move in the same directions.
Yeah, they just say different
some
shit.
Do it with a smile, some do it with a frown.
It's like, yeah, it's no matter who. It's like, Wilson is for God. It's for better. It's for peace. Yeah. Wow, you guys are so different. Blue and red, really? Really?
And really? Yeah, they lock people out of debates if they don't have a certain percentage in polling. If you're a third party candidate and you don't poll at a certain number, they won't even invite you to the debate.
Should show up.
No matter what your argument is.
Should show up.
Which leads us to Jill Stein, who, as of yesterday,
Big Jill.
I think mid or early in the day yesterday until now, her name's been trending. And I was like, oh, why is this happening? Maybe there's a correlation between Cortez winning, and then they're like, oh, maybe we should have gave Jill Stein a chance. No. That's not. No.
Why?
Here's what happened.
Oh, it's probably something like Jill Stein's fighting Conor McGregor in MSG. Celebrity fight.
Here's why her name was trending for an ample amount. Hillary Clinton. I'm the only one standing between you and the apocalypse. Susan Sarandon, Donald Trump, Jill Stein, and white men in media. She's lying and being hysterical. Narrator, she was not. Does that make any sense to you?
Have I heard your take on it?
She is saying that Clinton was some guiding light that could see the future, that could predict she was the savior we were supposed to have.
Here you go.
She was gonna save us from total destruction or whatever. And the people that got Donald Trump elected, according to this person, is Susan Sarandon, an actress who supported a third-party candidate. The third-party candidate she supported was Jill Stein, I believe. Just a Green Party candidate who wants, green jobs, wants free education, wants Medicare for all. Just the typical progressive things. She just ran third party.
Yeah.
And she's claiming that because people voted for Jill Stein, they stole votes away from Hillary Clinton, which is why Clinton lost, which is why we're going to have the apocalypse now, because Clinton was going to save us. We just need to vote her in.
If only we had those no-fly zones.
You can make an argument things would be just as bad or worse.
I think that's a fair argument.
A lot would lean towards worse.
Because that no-fly zone, that's a big promise.
Well, the TPP, the Trans-Pacific Partnership.
Right.
She would have never considered renegotiating NAFTA. I think she said she would, but that was the thing her husband came up with when he was in office. We'd still be funding Syrian rebels, which means Syria would still be in chaos and shit. Right now, Syria's winning, basically won that war against the rebels. But
let's not call them rebels, all right? Let's call them something else.
I don't know.
The employees, the empire.
The random guys that actually aren't from Syria, but
they're
there fighting for Syria.
Somehow there's pictures of the terrorists. Like, yo, why is he white? What's going on?
Yeah.
What's going on here? Where'd he get that?
There was one that was fucking interesting. There we
As Justice Kennedy retires, I give a hearty middle finger to all the Jill Stein voters.
So yeah,
There are some that can call me Tim.
there's a barrage of hate for Jill Stein. This, once again, like, she seems like a sweetheart old lady who's like,
How old is she?
she's probably in her 60s or 70s.
It's too late for that.
Elder lady.
A little early for that.
It's
My bad. Too early.
Alright, she seems like a sweet lady.
She's 90, then we'll see what happens.
Seems like a sweet lady
Yeah.
who's like anti-war, pro green, whatever, green revolution shit. Free schools, free healthcare,
I'm liking this.
and they're mad at her for.
I know.
There's one tweet where it's like, "This is what you get for voting with your conscience." I'm like, what? That's a diss. Like, see if I can find that shit. That's fucking hilarious.
Oh, she looks nice.
Kennedy retires. Roe v. Wade is gone now. Obergefell might be next. But hey, all you Jill Stein voters voted your conscience. Thanks for that. So that's what you're supposed to do. That's why politicians are supposed to be a moral. They're supposed to have a moral base going into their campaigns, so that you can vote with your conscience. What else would you be voting for? What would you vote with?
I've heard.
What do you vote with? If your conscience.
You
is
vote
in
with that dick. That's what you vote with. All right. I heard this before. I heard what's Nixon say. A good lead, like something like a good leader has to know when to turn off the heart and use his brain to make decisions. It's like, dude, are you a robot? You kidding me? You gotta make those tough decisions. No, you don't. They're not tough. I guarantee you.
I'm gonna tweet this guy live while we're doing this.
Like tough who? It's like how many people are gonna die today? 70 or 1,000? It's like, yeah, the Vietnam War thing, that was a real tough decision, helping that shit out. Yeah. All that propaganda was real tough too. It's for the better of the American people. It's like, you're a bitch. You and the rest of them suits. A bunch of the people I don't see on a regular basis, as far as I can look them up and see who told you to do what and how. That's what I believe.
Yeah.
It's like, you guys.
If this is
What would you vote with then?
I almost want to say this.
Oh, he's famous. He won't respond to you.
Whatever. I almost want to say this is a literal. This is a fact that if you don't vote with your conscience, you end up with a monarchy. The thing that democracy is supposed to defeat, to where you have some overlord that makes all the decisions. It's like, if you don't vote with your conscience, then aren't you just going along with whoever's at the top of the food chain? Then you're just in a monarchy again. That's the point of democracy, is to vote with your conscience.
I think the point of Game of Thrones. I think the point of
the
point of Game of Thrones was to learn from that little prince bitch. Was to learn that this isn't looking good. I am your king. Stop it! I am your king. I'm gonna pick on the little guy.
Vote for the people that we put in front of you.
Jeffrey.
That's democracy. Don't throw your conscience away. And just vote with whoever we tell you to vote for.
It's like,
wait a minute, that's not democracy.
Your conscience, ready? It's like, somehow it's like some little white orb. I won't be needing this.
But I want to ask, like, who are you, man? Who are you?
It's like Rogan. Rogan's like, he's talking about whatever. He's like, nope, won't be needing this part of my brain.
Alright, so
it's like, come on. Listen, your kid's crying. He doesn't want to do it. He doesn't want to kill the animal. Make him. It's for his own better good. Turn off that conscience. Show him. Ready, Billy? No. Grabs his hand. No!
So, I guess we'll keep this short. Fuck, man.
There's no hope, and
You get like an upper and a downer at the same time.
it's all about the red and blue team. Under Armour's better. What? Huh? Well, fuck you.
You literally downplayed voting your conscience. What is that? That doesn't make any fucking sense.
Oh, him, yeah.
Whoever that guy is.
He's a silly man.
All right.
That's it.
Oh, you got a point.
Well, that was it. You said it.
You got a point.
No.
You just... No? All right, guys.
If it's not too late.
Don't forget to subscribe, and you got a point. You have 5, 4, 3. Break my forearm, fucker.
He might be a twit. A twat?
His words, not mine.
Those are actual words.
Yeah, your words, not
Twit,
mine.
twat. Silly person.
Oh, I thought you were going with like twat.
He's a punk. What do you want me to say? It's like, don't vote with your conscience. Money. Tweet. It's like,
I have a blue check.
it's like, this means I'm famous. I make more than all of you.
Alright, that's it.
Jay-Z said it's okay to make money as long as you with your family.
Don't forget to subscribe and thumbs down.